Imagine surviving in a world covered in ice, where the daily temperature never rises above freezing. How did our ancestors survive the harsh conditions of the Ice Age? Picture a time when colossal glaciers stretched across continents, and the Earth was a vast, frosty landscape. This was the Ice Age, a chilling epoch that lasted for millions of years. In this frigid world, our ancestors faced unimaginable challenges. The biting cold, the relentless snowfall, and the scarce food resources would have made survival seem almost impossible. Yet, they endured. From the icy plains of North America to the frozen tundra of Europe, every corner of the globe was touched by this icy rain. The Ice Age was not merely a time of survival, but also a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Our ancestors were not just survivors, but innovators and pioneers. They had to adapt, invent, and evolve to survive. So, what did it take to survive in a world dominated by ice and snow? The answer lies in the incredible adaptability of our early ancestors. Let's start with fire. The mastery of fire was perhaps the single most important adaptation for survival in the Ice Age. Not only did it provide warmth against the freezing temperatures, but it also allowed early humans to cook food, which made it easier to digest and more nutritious. Fire also served as a beacon in the darkness, a deterrent against predators, and a hub for social interaction, fostering unity and cooperation within groups. Clothing was another crucial innovation. By observing animals, early humans discovered the insulating properties of fur and hide. They began to craft clothing from animal skins, offering protection from the harsh winter chill. Over time, these garments became more sophisticated, with stitching and tailored fits for better insulation. Shelter was equally important. Early humans sought refuge in caves, which provided natural protection from the elements. But when caves were not available, they built shelters using animal opportunities for early humans. When the ice advanced, it forced our ancestors to adapt or perish. They learned to craft clothing and shelters from animal skins to fend off the brutal cold. They honed their skills in hunting large game, like woolly mammoths, that thrived in these icy conditions. As the ice retreated during interglacial periods, it revealed new land ripe for settlement. Early humans, being the opportunistic species we are, followed the retreat of the ice, populating these newly exposed areas. This migration marked the first steps in a journey that would eventually see humans inhabit every corner of the globe. Yet these periods of warmth were not without their challenges. As the ice melted, it caused sea levels to rise, reshaping coastlines and sometimes submerging established settlements. This too required adaptability and resilience from our early ancestors. This continuous cycle of change, of adaptation and migration shaped the course of human history. It instilled in us a remarkable ability to survive and thrive in the face of adversity, a trait that has defined our species ever since. As the world changed, so too did our ancestors. They were not passive victims of their environment, but active participants in their own survival. Eventually, the ice began to recede, leading to the end of the Ice Age. What impact did this have on human survival? This question takes us back to a time when the world was thawing, the mammoth ice sheets were receding, and a new era was dawning. The end of the Ice Age, around 10,000 years ago, was a pivotal moment in human history. The world's environment was changing dramatically, from vast icy wastelands to more temperate and habitable landscapes. As the ice melted, it revealed fertile soil underneath, a boon for our ancestors who had been living a nomadic lifestyle, hunting and gathering for survival. This change in the Earth's climate presented an opportunity. With the emergence of fertile land, humans began to experiment with a new way of life, one that would forever change the course of human history. They began to plant seeds and cultivate crops, giving birth to the practice of agriculture. This was no small feat. It meant that for the first time, humans could control their food source. They could now stay in one place, build permanent settlements, and create a surplus of food. The development of agriculture led to the rise of more complex societies. With a steady food supply, human populations started to grow. Communities became more structured, and social roles more defined. This was the birth of civilization as we know it, with the first cities emerging in areas such as Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley. The end of the Ice Age, therefore, was more than just a climatic event. It was a catalyst for human innovation and progress. Agriculture led to the development of writing, the formation of governments, and the creation of more complex tools and technologies. It set the stage for everything that was to come in human history, from the Bronze Age to the Information Age. The end of the Ice Age marked a new chapter in human history, one characterized by growth, innovation, and progress. It's a testament to the resilience and adaptability of our species, and a reminder of how our environment shapes our evolution. The Ice Age was a time of hardship and struggle, but also of resilience and innovation. What can we learn from our Ice Age ancestors? As we delve into the lessons of the past, we unearth a treasure trove of wisdom that continues to resonate with us today. In the chilling grasp of the Ice Age, adaptability was not just an advantageous trait, it was a necessity. Faced with harsh and constantly shifting environments, our ancestors had to learn to bend with the wind, to change their ways of life according to the whims of nature. They learned to exploit the resources available to them, to make clothes from animal skins, and to build shelters from snow. In today's world, we too must learn to adapt to changing circumstances, whether it be technological advances, environmental changes, or societal shifts. Adaptability, it seems, is an age-old lesson that remains ever relevant. Next, we turn to the spirit of innovation that our Ice Age ancestors embodied. In a world blanketed by ice, they pioneered new tools and hunting techniques. They discovered fire, and they harnessed its power to keep warm, cook food, and ward off predators. This innovative spirit is an intrinsic part of humanity, driving us to constantly push the boundaries of what is possible. It's what fuels our technological advancements, our scientific discoveries, and our artistic expressions. Our Ice Age ancestors remind us that necessity is indeed the mother of invention. Then there's resilience. In the face of biting cold and scarce resources, our ancestors did not just survive, they thrived. They built communities, they developed cultures, and they laid the foundations for civilization as we know it. Their resilience serves as a beacon for us today, illuminating our path through our own challenges and adversities. Our Ice Age ancestors were survivors, innovators, and pioneers. Their legacy lives on in us, and their story is a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. As we move forward into the future, let us carry with us these lessons from the Ice Age and strive to embody the same adaptability, innovation, and resilience that our ancestors did. The Ice Age was a defining period in human history. It shaped us as a species and continues to influence our world today. This era of icy extremes saw our ancestors adapt, innovate, and persevere in unimaginable conditions. They fashioned tools, developed hunting strategies, and created art, all while surviving the harsh, icy wilderness. Their resilience and ingenuity underpin the very essence of human survival and progress. The Ice Age also left an indelible mark on our planet, sculpting landscapes and influencing climate. The remnants of this icy past are visible in the ice caps of the polar regions, the alpine glaciers, and the diverse species adapted to cold environments. The echoes of this era continue to reverberate in our science, culture, and collective memory. As we look to the future, We carry with us the lessons of the past, the legacy of our Ice Age ancestors, and the knowledge that we, too, are capable of surviving and thriving in the face of adversity.